Okay, now we come to the part of this training when we're going to actually deal with the 3-minute testimony. And in this training, there are 5 things that we're going to talk about. The first one is what you do when you introduce yourself to that person. What you need to say and how you need to introduce yourself to them. Then we get into the actual testimony itself, which is my life before Christ, how I met Christ, my life after Christ, and then the final thing we'll talk about is getting to the question, asking them if they've come to the point in their life where they are also ready to accept Christ. So those are the 5 things that we're going to be dealing with. Okay, now we're going to get to the heart of the matter. We're actually going to get down to the training for what you need to do when you're under the tent and you have an opportunity to witness to someone. Now, before I even talk about that, though, I just want to remind you, and this is from experience, people have come up to me after they've witnessed to someone and they've said, man, that person had the exact same life situation that I had. Or they'll say something like, oh, I think God brought that person to me on purpose because we just really worked together well. And so I want to say to you at this point that as you work on this 3-minute testimony, and as you struggle through to get it down to 3 minutes, I want you to know the work is worth it. Because God knows the people that are coming into the tent, and God knows how to get the right people to you. So you can be assured of this. When you're standing under the tent and when you're preparing to witness to someone and you're praying for that person coming in that you're going to witness to, you can be assured that God knows the person that's coming in, and He has prepared you and He has prepared them so that you are going to for you to have this conversation with them. So I encourage you to just remember that as you're going through and doing your 3-minute training and giving your 3-minute testimonies. All right, I'm going to give you an introduction to a 3-minute testimony and kind of go through the steps on what you need to do and how you need to do it. But while you're while you're preparing to come to Sturgis and while you're still at home, I would encourage you to use a resource that is available from the North American Mission Board. Now I have the cover sheet here to the training, and this one here is the 1-hour witnessing workshop. This is the cover sheet to the listening guide, but you can go on to the North American Mission Board website, nam.net, and you can search for the 1-hour witnessing training, and you will find a presenter's manual, I don't know, something like 25, 26 pages, and you'll find the listening guide. Now I would encourage you to have this training done and completed before you actually even come to Sturgis. This will give you a tremendous encouragement. It'll give you time to practice, and you will be prepared because you've practiced and because you've gone through this process. You will be prepared to share your testimony in 3 minutes or less. You see, when the catchers bring someone in, we are asking them for 3 minutes of their time so that someone can share with them a story of what God has done for them. And we want to honor that. And we do not want to go on with our testimony for 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes. It would be very easy for you to do that because you will lose track of time when you're doing this. So we've asked them for 3 minutes. We want to make sure that your testimony is done in 3 minutes or less. And the way that you can practice that ahead of time is get this training material, take all the people who are coming to Sturgis through this, or maybe talk to your pastor and ask if he will lead you through this, and it will show you the do's and the don'ts, and it will give you practice in writing things out, and then you'll talk to other people about it, and you'll give your testimony. They'll give you insights, and you'll redo things, and finally you'll have on a 1-page piece of paper your testimony that you'll be able to give in 3 minutes or less, and then when you come to Sturgis, you're ready to go. So, get the training beforehand. But If you can't get the training done beforehand, we do offer the training when you get here. You just don't have as much time to practice it. You don't have as much time to hone it, to make it really sharp. And a lot of people that get trained the day of their working event, they go in, they're kind of nervous because they're afraid they're going to mess up and all that. So do your homework ahead of time, and then when you get here, you'll get a little refresher course, but you'll be ready to go.